Sorry, did I take your ear's virginity? Sorry, didn't mean to. Anyway, hello everyone, Jersie here, and today we're back on that Doki Doki New Eyes. And if y'all noticed, if you watched my last video, which I mean you watched it, right? Yeah, I got this really nice microphone holder. So freaking itch, shut up. Whenever I do the cringy Doki voices, it'll be very close to my mouth. So today was actually meme day for my school, so that's why I was wearing this Doki shirt. Like 3 people recognized it, which I mean that was more than I thought. So yeah, I'm wearing a Doki shirt, and it's time to record some Doki New Eyes. So yeah, let's just do it. So the school bell startles me. I had almost lost hope. I thought I'd never hear it ring the end of the lesson. I clumsily get up because of my aching muscles. Oh, yeah, she ran. We haven't actually been running or doing that much exercise for PE, so I grab my purse, my notebook, and a pencil from my bag. I'll first get some food. I need if I want to write properly. Yeah, Yuri's barely been eating. Luckily, all the other students are in the yard, eating their own lunches. I walk to the vending machine. There isn't a wide variety of goods to choose from, but it'll do. I'm not feeling really hungry after this morning's eggs. Now, I need to find some place to write. I could either go on the roof or in the yard. Actually, I heard in normal Japanese schools, they're not allowed to go on the roof, but in anime, they just leave it open. There are way too many students in the yard, and it could be too cold on the roof. I don't think it really matters, but let's go to the roof, cause you don't like people. Stay away. It'll probably be better for me to go onto the roof. It may be a little unsafe for me to stay out in the open for an hour or so, but I'd rather not be around everyone. Unsafe? What you about to do? Jump off the freak? What if they see me writing a poem? I take a sip of my drink and I head to the staircase, my notebook under my arm. I feel like if roofs were available, it would actually be pretty popular. Like, lots of people would be on the roof, just saying. As I walk up the stairs, I stop at the 3rd floor. I could swear I just heard Sayori's voice. It must be my imagination. Sayori can't be in there, right? The 3rd floor is abandoned. There's nothing to do there. I shake my head and I keep walking up the stairs to the roof. The wind is blowing pretty hard, but thankfully I'm the only one here. I put my notebook and my pencil on the floor, and I look at the ground. What if her poem gets blown away? That would really suck. So many students everywhere. What an inspiring view. It feels good to be a bit of height sometimes. You are tall normally. I mean, isn't this theme they're supposed to write about like beaches or something? You don't... I inhale the fresh air and I sit down, ready to write my poem. So, the beach, right? I scratch my head looking for a possible idea. The beach. It's a bit of a vague subject. There are lots of different elements that can be portrayed. This is a bit more frustrating than I expected it to be. Imposing themes shouldn't be allowed. I spend a good minute looking at my blank sheet of paper, trying to think of anything that would fit. I suddenly snap my fingers. Of course! I know what I'm going to write. I quickly start jotting down a few lines. I erase a lot of them, but as always, I end up with a poem I'm satisfied with. Wow, that's easy. Oh, is this thing gonna skip? A marvel millions of years in the making. A room of the earth. Cutically? Is that a word? Is one. Okay, I sped read that. It looks good. I managed to use every element I could think of about the beach. I sigh. I can't wait to see what Natsuki has prepared. I glance at my phone. It's already this late? I'm having trouble with my perception of time lately. I quickly get on my feet, making sure my poem doesn't fly away with the wind. It's the 2nd time today I'm almost late. I need to focus more. Well, you do focus, just not too much. Just like this morning, the students are all getting in the classroom. I finish my drink and I throw the bottle in a bin. Just a little bit more time and we'll be able to share poems. I could get used to it, actually. I sit down waiting for the lesson to start. I read my poem about 2 to 3 times, checking for any syntax errors. It's good. I hope Jersie will enjoy it. Without even noticing, I find myself smiling as I think about him. Who doesn't? I need to stop. This is just weird. Hey, na. I suddenly open my eyes. The school bell woke me up. I quizzically look around me. So class is over again. I shake my arms. I can't feel my hands. I must have fallen asleep on them. Oof. After a quick yawn, I exit the room and I directly head for the staircase. I climb up the stairs. I can't wait to get to the club room. I want to see what everyone else came up with. And I'd love to see what Jersie has written today. As I approach the room, I start humming. Today really feels like a good day. I peek through the door's window. Natsuki's sitting at the table reading a manga. Will it bother her if I enter? Girl, it's the club room! It's for everyone! She said she wanted to spend less time with me. That was after school though. Like, at school, you know. What? But this is our club. No, there's no need to be afraid. Yeah! I open the door and I enter the room. Hey, Natsuki. She looks up from her manga and smiles at me. Hey, Yuri! How are you? I'm fine. And yourself? All good! Really? She looks like she's in a good mood today. That's unusual considering her behavior yesterday. I suddenly remember our talk at the bridge. Oh, so did you end up seeing Sayori last night? How was she? Oh, yeah, we got to spend some time together. We went to the cinema, saw a pretty good movie. Wow, okay! Is that so? And how is she feeling? She was fine. We had some great discussions. And I learned quite a few things about myself, Nani. Did you? What kind of things? Just some things, you know. It doesn't matter. Just remember you should try spending some time with her too. I'm sure she'd like it. I feel like their voices are slightly off, but whatever. I nod at Natsuki. She's being unnecessarily evasive. I guess I can't really ask her to tell me about these things anyway. I promised I'd stop. Alright then. Natsuki goes back to her manga. I sit down at the table and I get out a book too. I guess I have to kill some time before the others arrive. Maybe I can finally finish my book? I'd like to discuss a little bit more, but it'll have to wait. Did Jersie even read any of it at all? I swear, that butt cheek on a stick. The club door opens. I raise my head as I notice Sayori enter the club room. I wave at Sayori. She looks incredibly tired. She looks fine, but okay. This is unusual. She's still smiling though. Hello! Hey, Sayori, you look a bit tired. Is everything alright? So it's not just me. Natsuki's noticed it too. Yeah, don't worry. I just have a headache. I'll be better soon. Make sure you're healthy for the festival, okay? Don't you worry about that. I'll rest for a bit while the others arrive if you don't mind. Her voice is... Natsuki goes back to her manga, and Sayori goes to the back of the room. Surprisingly, she doesn't sit with us at the table. She's silent. She isn't doing anything except staring at her desk. I'm concerned. It's not long before the club door opens again. Jersie enters, followed by Monika. Aw, man! I'm the last one here again! That's not her voice at all. I could never give Monika a consistent voice, so it'll just be whatever. That's her voice. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I smile at Monika. It's obvious that she's grateful for our help. None of this would exist without her. We should be thanking her. But she about to delete you also, like.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. I glance at Sayori. She doesn't move. I'm not sure she's even listening to us.
Monika, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, she about to make the pun.
Oh, come on! Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people?
I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Because it's right in your name! Monika!
Oh my goodness, this girl, freaking pun master. She's in an extremely good mood today. Especially compared to yesterday. Man, when Natsuki's making puns, you know what's about to be lit. Is it thanks to her outing with Sayori, maybe? That's not how you say my name at all! Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Natsuki and I both look at Monika with quizzical looks. Translation? What is she talking about? Never mind. Hold up. Is that supposed to be another cue for her breaking the fourth wall? Shoot. She's already on. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Natsuki's statement startles me. It surprised me more than it should have. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway, boy? He looks around the room before finally seeing her. She's so quiet, it's easy to forget that she's even here. Hopefully Jersie will find out what's wrong with her today. It's heart-wrenching to see her like that. Oh, there you are. Boy. Jersie walks over to Sayori with a gentle smile. I stare at him for a few seconds before Monika leans closer to me. Yuri? I wasn't staring, don't worry. No, I don't really mind that. It's just that since you were here before me, have you noticed anything strange with Sayori lately? Oh, you know what's going on, Monika. Don't you give me that look. She's even quieter than usual, and she doesn't look fine to me. Oh, well, she's greeted us with a smile. She greeted us with a smile on her face as usual, but something was different today. She didn't even sit with us at the table. I've noticed that. Has she said anything in particular? Did something happen today? Monika's questions seem a little too personal. Maybe she should be asking Sayori directly, but I can understand her concern. I don't know at all. I haven't seen her before she came in the club room. I'm sorry, I'm not really useful.
Don't say that!
No, don't worry. You tried your best. Monika turns around and walks to her desk. A few seconds later, she's joined by Jersie, who seemingly looks concerned. What did Sayori tell him? I take a step forward to approach her. I want to help her. I don't remember happening this in original Doki. Before I even take another step, Natsuki stops me.
Don't. I think it'd be better for Jersie and Monika to take care of her. Why don't we go outside for a little bit?
I nod, not fully understanding the situation I'm in. Natsuki would be the first one to help someone like Sayori, so why didn't she want to try? We both exit the room.
So,
oh shoot.
You know how I went to the cinema with Sayori like yesterday? Before you ask, no, I won't tell you what I've learned. But at some point, we happened to talk about Jersie.
Oh boy, it's always Jersie.
And Sayori, well, she was all happy and cheerful as usual, but I could sense something was wrong. Don't you think she's been acting weirder and weirder these last few days?
Indeed. I was just talking about it with Monika. I don't want it to make it sound like I'm minding other people's business, but I'm concerned. And there's nothing I can do about it. A thought flashes across my mind. Excuse you! Back when I saw Sayori's cut. Why didn't I do anything? Even though cutting makes some people feel good. I think you're in the minority, Yuri, just saying. Oh, actually, that reminds me. The knife that was at my Yuri shrine, it kind of disappeared. I don't know where it went. I'm kind of terrified, to be honest, but, you know. It made me realize it's not healthy. Oh, no kidding. I've been stupid.
Yes, there is something you can do about it, Yuri. And we've talked about it already.
I try to remember the latest talks we've had. What can I do about it? I'm powerless in this situation.
Can't remember?
I'm sorry. I really can't.
Gosh, what did I tell you yesterday? We have to try seeing her outside of school. She's our friend, right? So why don't we do what real friends do? Our outing at the cinema was really entertaining, and I believe Sayori enjoyed her time out. Well, despite her behavior when we mentioned Jersie.
Natsuki sighs.
Don't you think that's the least we can do for her?
That makes sense. You know, I'd love to be closer to Sayori sometimes, and even closer to Jersie. You didn't have to mention that, child. You didn't have... Natsuki's expression suddenly changes.
Let's just keep it at Sayori, alright?
So I'm not even allowed to talk about him? I'm happy for Natsuki and her newly found friendship, but this is a little too much. Alright, yes, Sayori. Do you think she'd actually like spending time with me?
Why do you think I asked you to spend some time with her? We're all in the same club, aren't we? This isn't a pure coincidence, Yuri. This is fate.
Oh, you going all anime manga dramatic on this?
So have a bit of confidence and go show Sayori how much you enjoy your friendship.
Natsuki's unexpectedly poetic today. This is deep, Natsuki.
I know. I should teach you my ways one day.
I sarcastically chuckle. Of course. Natsuki goes back into the classroom. I stay behind her for a few seconds. Natsuki was right. I should show Sayori that our friendship counts. I've never been good at showing my emotions, but Sayori needs it. However, something in this conversation left me feeling something bitter. Why can't I talk about Jersie? He's merely a member of our club. I'm allowed to appreciate him, right? I shake my head, trying to forget Natsuki's sudden reaction. I'm free to talk about whomever I want. As I enter, I see Monika talking to Sayori at the back of the room. Jersie's sitting at the table, looking at nothing in particular. He looks lost. Is he really that worried about Sayori? I mean, y'all are, so... I stand there for a few seconds staring at him. I'd like to tell him everything's fine, that I'll take care of Sayori, but really, who better than him to do that? Oh, you remember, and we ended up messing it up and freaking the normal Doki. Well, I don't think it would have mattered, to be honest, which you chose. She's still gonna die anyway. He's known her for so many years. You know, I want to see a mod where it has Jersie and Sayori as little kids. Woo! Before I can end the ongoing debate in my head, Natsuki shyly approaches Jersie. I move away. I don't want to hear what they're talking about. I may end up getting curious, and I'll probably ask Natsuki about it. It's not worth the risk. I look around the room. Natsuki and Jersie are talking. Monika is still whispering something to Sayori. Ooh, I don't like what she's probably saying to her! And I'm just standing here, looking at everyone. This is awkward. I sit down looking at the floor. I want to grab my book and read it, but just like every single time, the closer I'm getting to the end, the more I don't want it to end. A paradoxical feeling. Monika finally stands up, glancing one last time at Sayori before finally walking towards me. I inquisitively look at her. It looks like she understands my concern. She sits down next to me and smiles. I just had a talk with Sayori. Oh, woo. I was that, yes. How is she? From what I've seen, she's fine. What? Monika? Don't you give me that stare. I don't trust your little green-eyed ponytail ribbon booty freaking hoagie. Maybe just feeling a little tired or low, but who doesn't every now and again? I see what you mean, yes. But doesn't she want to join us now? Because it still doesn't explain why she's away from us. Oh, yeah, that. Well, I think I can guess why she's a little distant. Is that so? How come then? My tone probably sounds awfully curious, but I don't mind. I'm concerned. Nobody can say the contrary. I'm sorry, I don't think I can tell you anything about it. Not now, at least. Maybe you should ask her about it tomorrow? Tomorrow? Natsuki thinks I should show my friendship to Sayori. Is she gonna be dead by tomorrow? I think so. That's and I'll be like, she's gonna erase Yuri's memory, and she's gonna be like, huh? I don't know anyone named Sayori. Nani? Natsuki thinks I should. Wait, I already read that. Do you think I should do it? Definitely. Monika's instant reaction startles me. Sayori's getting bodied tomorrow. Really? But I don't know much about her. Won't it be a little awkward? Yuri, you're supposed to be the most poetic one here. Friendship defies both words and logic. It doesn't matter if you don't know much about her or if you feel like it'll be awkward. As long as you show your true feelings and as long as you show who you are and what you can do for her, then you're her friend and a good friend on top of that. I don't trust this thought! I'm at a loss for words. What Monika just said genuinely made me smile. Friendship defies both words and logic. It makes sense. Maybe I should just trust myself. I nod at Monika, smiling at her. Monika, thank you. Don't thank me. I'm just being logical. She glances behind me. It's time to get started with our poems. Oh, goody. Monika walks away and gets ready to call everyone. I slowly walk to the main table, glancing at Sayori as I do so. It'll be fine. She'll be fine today, after what Monika told her. I turned my head back to Monika. Okay, everyone! Why don't we share our poems now? I opened my bag to grab the poem I wrote during the lunch break. Oh, mercy. Hold up, sorry. I'm proud of it, and I'll soon get to know what Jersey's done. Has he improved over time? I'm pretty sure he did. Even if he's getting inspired by Natsuki's style, he's still improving. I glance at him. He immediately walks towards Natsuki, ready to share his poem. I was expecting that. I'll just wait for him to choose me after her then. As usual, Monika approaches me, obviously wanting to share a poem. This is becoming a habit. I wait for her to hand it to me. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. As usual, I guess. Did you have any particular idea for your poem? Well, just read it. You'll tell me if you understand. Sure. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. Oh, shoot, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me, between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer. all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That's depressing! Her poem sure was lengthy today. It felt different. Something about it is unsettling. Monika, you freaking potato. I have to admit, I like it less than the one from yesterday. I couldn't really understand the subject, nor could I feel anything in particular with it. Monika's gay! No. Ah, this is bothering me. What am I supposed to tell Monika? I worriedly glance at her. She's always so happy and proud of her poems. Wouldn't it be awfully mean for me to tell her I didn't like it? But I have to be honest. If I'm not honest, then this club has no point. What am I supposed to do? Yuri, is everything alright? Huh? I jerk my head up. I have no choice then. Yes, everything's fine. I was just thinking. Monika, are you sure it's fine if I give you my honest opinion? Will you hate me because of it? My, Yuri. I've already told you. If I didn't want an honest opinion, I'd ask someone else. Oi! Judging from the face you're making right now, I'm guessing my poem isn't really good, is it? Oh! No? Boy! I look down, trying to keep a neutral expression. I haven't said it's bad. Alright, I'll try to give you as much constructive criticism as possible. Okay, I'm listening. The first thing that struck me when I read your poem was the rhythm. Comparatively to the ones you wrote before, I think this one was different. It's not bad, it's just not precise, and it bothered me while voicing it in my head. Next, the length. I had to turn it over to keep reading it. I know some poets like to write long poems, and I totally respect it. However, when you want to convey emotions and ideas, it's better to keep it short and powerful. You tend to easily forget the details you wrote at the beginning, and it ends up being hard to follow for the reader. As I was getting to the end, I had already forgotten about the start. And finally, the subject itself. I understand that you wanted to make it abstract, maybe to hide its real meaning, or to give it some more charm. However, I feel like you mixed too many abstract and concrete elements here. It made me unable to understand whether you were talking about something symbolic or possibly contemptible. Well, to conclude, I'd say that your poem definitely isn't bad. It's really less consistent than the ones you've written before. I enjoyed it though, but something tells me you weren't really into it when you wrote it. Am I right? I stop staring at the poem and I look up at Monika. Dang! She's attentively listening to me, smiling. I take a few seconds to realize how big of a monologue I just recited. Oh my, did I just monologue again? You'd be one of those enemies. You'd be like, I forgot his name. The enemy dude from The Incredibles. Oh, look! You got me monologuing! Hold on. Let me just... It's a lot of reading here. There we go. I'm sorry, I had so many things to say. It's fine. I really like hearing your those. Everything you said made perfect sense. I tried something a little different, but I guess I have my own style after all. I'll try rewriting this one sometime. And about that last inquiry, yeah, I wasn't too focused when I wrote it. I had some things on my mind. I'll do my best to bring an interesting poem for the festival. I'm sure you'll write something great, Monika. I'll be cheering you on. Thank you, Yuri. That's if we'll be still alive by then, you know. Your turn now. I'm really curious. What have you written for today? Oh, I hesitate for a few seconds. Natsuki and I have decided to write about the same subject. I'm sorry, it may sound stereotypical and cliche. Now, Yuri. That'll be up to me. I'll give you an honest opinion, too. I finally hand her my poem. She puts hers away and starts reading mine. She looks incredibly focused, as if she were trying to understand every single word I wrote. Monika's face is so funny when she's focused. She's like, eyebrows like, yeah. It's almost cute. Okay, confirmed everyone is freaking gay. I mean, just saying, like, you have Monika admiring the woman in her poem. She freaking keeps winking at Yuri. She suddenly perks her head up and stares at me intently. I don't want to make it sound like I'm begging, but wait, no, that's Monika. Do you think you could teach me some of your techniques someday? Huh? I don't know how I should answer. Is Monika merely teasing me, or does she really want me to do it? I'm yearning to do it. I'd love to share my passion with someone. I try to conceal my smile, but I don't last 5 seconds. Sure, I mean, it'd be a good idea, but your style is great. I'm sure we could do some amazing things together, if you want. For real? Thank you, I'd love learning a thing or two from your writing. Why is she being so nice? It's really off-putting, dang it! I know it's not really your writing in a way, but she practically mumbles the last part, making me unable to understand the rest of her sentence. Pardon? Oh, no, nothing. I was saying nonsense. She hands me my poem, looking a little embarrassed. Truth is, I was trying to imitate your style with my poem. Whoa! No wonder it seemed a lot darker. I didn't really succeed. That's why I hope you'll teach me some interesting things. I'm flattered by Monika's revelation. I shyly smile at her once again. I look forward to working with you. I'm gonna be like, bro, just ditch Jersie and go after Monika. Oh my goodness. She turns around, gently humming. I should be grateful for having such wonderful friends. No matter how bad things get, they're always there for me. If they weren't there, I'd be all alone. Oh, do you have any friends in your other classes? Like, gosh darn. I smiled at myself. I'm a lucky person. I grab my book. I don't know how long it'll take for Jersie to talk to Natsuki. As soon as I think about him, my hands freeze. I had managed to forget about him, but now it's just... Calm down. I'll just read for a little bit, and from the corner of my eye, I spot him walking towards me, waving. No, y'all, actually, I'm gonna be so busy this week because we're gonna have homecoming this Saturday. I volunteer help with open house for photography class. I freaking go into the bowling tryouts, and I have a physics field trip. Oh my goodness. I close the book and I try to smile. I'm conflicted. After what he said yesterday and how he didn't agree with my arguments, how can I say no to his smile? Even his writing is becoming more and more interesting. This is unfair. He hands me his poem, looking away. Without another word, I start reading it. Kawaii! That's the first word! You serious, Natsuki? Wee-woo! Kawaii kiss, marshmallow melody, milk, mouse nibble, nightgown, papa parfait, playground poof, pout, puppy, swimsuit, shopping, skipping, socks, spinning, sticky. Sounds like a bunch of words you would find in Tom and Jerry. Nice going, Jersie! Once again, I'm feeling conflicted. I can't help but let my personal feelings get in my way. His style is clearly starting to look like something. However, this something looks awfully close to Natsuki's. It shouldn't bother me, really, but I don't know, I don't think it's fitting for his personality. I silently apologize to Natsuki in the back of my head. Decided to try something different today? I guess so. Is that good or bad? Well, neither. I have my preferences, but it would be unfair of me to call something good or bad based on that. That's how I watch anime, you know? All good until now. I'm not letting my personal interests get in the way here. It's making me sound awfully cold. I hope I'm doing him the right thing. I understand why he's trying to imitate her style, but the goal here is to find his own style. Getting inspiration's good, however, imitating isn't. As always, I believe what most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? I look at the ground. Why is he scared of disappointing me? It can't be because he's afraid of my opinion, right? Or is it because he actually wants to impress me? No, that's just stupid. He'd try to impress Natsuki, right? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? I nervously play with my hair. What's she doing that? Hold on, she's doing like Hold on, helicopter. I love whacking people with my hair. It's the ultimate freaking weapon. Well, it's like a double-edged sword because people can pull it, and that's really painful. Of course, this is how he sees me. I'm not a know-it-all or someone who'd purposely be mean to someone else. This is nothing but pure speculation. We've barely spoken after all. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinion is fearsome. Ooh, how unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. My eyes suddenly widen. This isn't what we're supposed to be talking about. I don't dare look at Jersey's face. I probably just sound miserable. I have friends here. I don't need more, right? What I said wasn't true. No, it wasn't. I'm not used to being disliked. Yuri? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Luckily, Jersie doesn't look too bothered. He quickly changes the subject. I'm relieved. I don't know if he's doing this for me, but I'm grateful. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. I hand him my poem, crossing my fingers with my free hand. Natsuki's poem dealt with the same subject, so he'll probably prefer it. But I know he's going to have an objective look at it. At least, I hope so. A few minutes pass before he finally stops reading. He's just standing there looking at me. Won't he say something? Am I supposed to talk first here? I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, so Natsuki hasn't told him about our little literary agreement then. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday... Oh, I sold something on the Steam market. Nice, I'm gonna have like $1 now of Steam credit to my games, yay! Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I see. Okay, I sold another thing on the Steam market. I see you! His reaction is awfully mundane. It's like he doesn't really care in the end. He hasn't really said anything about the poem itself. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. That's kinda... Yuri, why are you talking smack? That's not the Yuri I freaking raised you to be. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. I'm sounding like an idiot, aren't I? I can't just talk about Natsuki like that, but something just compels me to try and justify myself. You're jealous, girl. You're jelly. I don't want Jersie to hate me, but I don't want Natsuki to hate me either. It's hard to please everyone. It's too hard. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. I sigh as Jersie turns around. We haven't really talked about my poem in the end. I guess I'm not really the most desirable person. This is depressing, man. I should have acted more outgoing, maybe. Like Natsuki. But I'm not like her. I can't change myself just for his sake. Or can I? I shake my head. This is wrong. I want the best for Natsuki, period. I see her sitting at the table waiting for the poem sharing session to finish. For the first time this week, I'm the one who approaches her to share my poem.
Natsuki?
Oh wait, no. That was Yuri. Natsuki? Natsuki? We're supposed to share poems, you know?
Oh, yes, of course. That's right.
It looks like she doesn't really want to share her poem. Did something happen between her and Jersie? This is none of my business after all. I brightly smile at Natsuki. I'm sure you've written something impressive. Can I read it?
Of course.
Oh my goodness, this is hard to read. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thought in a pile of sound. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my head. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's have your memories in a footprint trail. Let you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to she's low-key confessing! Oh! I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach you daydream about. In a way you left me long ago, but if you... I'm sorry, I tried! Oh my goodness. Yo, that's literally a confession letter. Natsuki, dang, you edgy. I never took the Natsuki route, so was that her poem? Oh man. Ooh, the tension, I can smell it. I have to admit, I'm impressed. Her poem is considerably longer than usual, and something about it feels different. Like she wrote it with some real feelings behind it. I'd say her take such a cliche subject is really great. This is good, Natsuki. I really liked it.
Is that so? I'm glad you did.
She doesn't say much more. After a few seconds of silence, she holds her hand out for me to give her the poem back. I hand her my poem. She reads it 1 or 2 times, occasionally squinting her eyes. That's what I had to do, Natsuki. You freaking write super tiny. After a minute of reading, she finally puts it on the desk.
Yeah, it's good. I think you did well. It's impressive.
She hesitates a little.
Tell me, what did Jersie think about it?
Why does that matter?
Just, did he say anything about it?
I slowly sigh. No, he didn't. Our interactions have been a little awkward, to say the least. For a second, I swear I saw Natsuki sighing in relief.
Natsuki, you traitor.
I didn't know you were such a snake, Natsuki. Dang. Okay, I see top 10 anime betrayals. I grab my poem on my desk and I stand up. Well, thank you for sharing. She nods at me and I silently walk back to my chair. Just why does she have to talk about him at this instant? We're supposed to be sharing our work. We wrote about this subject because we wanted to see how each of us would interpret it, right? And we barely exchanged our opinions. Bro, Natsuki wanted to see who Jersie would prefer on the same subject. Swine! You swine! Well, I think one of the things Monika did to make Natsuki undesirable was make her more of like a poopy pants. So maybe that's what it is. This is frustrating. Maybe she's just in a bad mood today. Oh, that was an exclamation point. She must be in a bad mood today. Yeah, that must be it. She said she was in a good mood today, and now... I look around the room. It looks like Monika's done with Jersie. The latter subject is walking towards Sayori, poem in hand. Just like he did with me, he hands her the poem without a word. As I look at the other side of the room, I see Monika and Natsuki chatting. I decide to approach them. Hopefully I'll be able to join the conversation.
And I'm not too sure about how to feel. I don't want to talk about it with Yuri either.
Rest in peace. How come? I'm sure she'd be glad to help you.
No, she wouldn't. I've seen the way she looks at him, you know.
Oh, Natsuki, you messed up! Natsuki, you messed up! You done messed up! This booty hole.
She's often staring.
Just what are they talking about? Don't tell me. You should be more considerate, Natsuki. I understand that you'd like to get closer to Jersie, but keep in mind Yuri's been there for you. Okay, Monika, I see you! Yuri, forget Jersie, just go for Monika.
I've got circumstances. I really can't explain what it's about, but I promise you, Yuri's very important to me. However, Listen, I just can't tell you.
Monika shakes her head. I slowly turn around to quietly get back to my chair. However, as I do, my hip hits one of the tables. Oh, the feels. The two of them instantly notice me.
Yuri! Have you happened to hear what we said?
Oh, just a little bit of it, I guess. Then do you know about the circumstances Natsuki was talking about?
Hey! Don't talk about it so nonchalantly!
Circumstances? I haven't really heard anything about this. What's wrong, Natsuki?
Listen, this has nothing to do with you two, alright? Let's get this poem session done for today.
She signs us to go to way. Go to way? Go to the way. How mean. I can't put my finger on what Natsuki's problem is, and it seems like Monika's having trouble with it too. She has a complex expression on her face. Yuri's the only one, even though she's cutting herself, she's the only one who's still kind here. She's the one who's still low-key normal right now. Aside from the cutting, of course, but you know. Aren't you a little worried about her? Oh, not really. I think I already know what's going to happen, so I'm not too worried. Natsuki about to be like, ugh! Oh, ow, actually, it's cracked my neck. Ugh! You know what's going to happen? Haha, I think I do, but let's let things happen naturally, alright? She glances at Jersie, walking back to us with a confused expression. It takes a few seconds for me to notice that Sayori isn't in the room anymore. Rest in peace, Sayori. 2018 to 2018. Just where did she go? Without skipping a beat, Monika immediately gets ready for our next club activities. Seems like our conversation is over then. You're not even gonna say where the freak Yuri is? You said she's okay? What? Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. Well, isn't she usually like, hey everyone or something? That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. I told you! Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Natsuki points her finger at me. It's true that despite the good mood that had settled in my head this morning, everything is quite unsettling now. Oh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Yuri, don't freaking jinx yourself. I feel a chill down my spine. Suddenly I hear Jersie sarcastically chuckle. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Indeed, not having Sayori with us feels drastically different. It's like her presence soothes us all a little bit. I don't know if she's aware of her influence here. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Okay, Natsuki! I signed Natsuki to lower her voice a little. Natsuki, please show some decency. So why I love One-sans. Woo!
Oh, come on!
You'd be like, big sis has to tinkle. Oh my goodness. For some reason, I'm feeling extremely irritated by Natsuki's nonchalant behavior. Instead of using such vocabulary, maybe she should be a little more concerned about her friends. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
As embarrassing as this situation is, I'd love to hear how Jersie will respond to this. Natsuki clearly had put some thought into her words. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with her. I feel so bad for Sayori, the feels. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? I wasn't planning on interrupting, but I'm intrigued. From my point of view, it looked like Jersie was the one avoiding people today. What? Quid pro quo, maybe? What the freak is that? I don't know what that is. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Monika doesn't answer. Either she ignored his request or she simply didn't hear it. There'd be no reason to ignore Jersie, so I believe she must be under some stress. Aren't we all? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. She's gonna be like, Jersie, you're gonna be helping me, no, but then Natsuki's gonna steal him, I bet. That's my prediction.
I already know what I'm doing.
The food. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Natsuki does her iconic to show her determination.
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, oh no, she suddenly stops talking. Seems like she doesn't really know what I can be useful for. Oh, I feel so much pain for everyone. Gosh darn. Yuri, you can... oh my gosh. Natsuki's just like... Monika's voice is suddenly much softer. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Ah! I'm useless. I look down at my feet. This is awkwardly depressing. I'd love to help, but in the end, I'm as lost as Monika. I don't even know what I could help the club with. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. If she were around, this matter would have already been settled. But she isn't here, and I can't help but be concerned about her too. Too many things to focus on. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. I slowly raise my head to stare at Monika. The power of calligraphy! Yuri can summon power of pens by pulling them out of very questionable places. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. I can already see in my mind what I'd like to do. How haven't I thought of this earlier? I'd love working on this aspect of the festival. Creating something both powerful and beautiful that'd catch the eye. Something, oh, freaking hair in my mouth. Something colorful maybe? Something that'd show people what kind of group we are? Yes, that could work. Your mind is already racing, I see. Jersey's comment gets me out of my thoughts. Right, this isn't over yet. One more member needs an assigned role. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Jersie. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well.
Natsuki, no. Monika, you trying to steal her? Natsuki, you scum!
I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Without even thinking, I imagine what a weekend with Jersie could be like. Oh man. Oh, I remember when I was playing Doki, I was like, imagine a weekend with Yuri would be like, Spending a day with him working on our festival preparations? Can I really refuse? No, I can't. I'm sorry, Natsuki. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Without letting me finish my sentence, Natsuki starts talking, so she wants to be with him too. Not that I'm surprised though.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Freaking tsunderes. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
She keeps talking, always finding more excuses. However, one thing's come to my attention. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own? Jersie may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Girl, shots fired, bro. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Jersie to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
This girl, she's not the person I know. Always trying to fight. Can't she understand I just want someone to help me? Doesn't she get enough time by his side already? It's not too much to ask, right? Once again, I feel anger boiling inside me. Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jersie to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Top 10 anime betrayals. Monika of all people? In a way, it's true she's been working hard for all of us lately. She hasn't even gotten some time to get to know Jersie. Sorry, I was just saying though.
Jeez, can we just settle this already?
Yeah, he's gonna choose Natsuki. I swear this butt cheek on a stick freaking lolicon FBI's gonna get on his tail. Jersie, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, the three of us are intensely staring at Jersie. I think the outcome of his choice is predictable, but there's a little hope that he'll choose me, right? Please? Oh, I feel so bad for him. This dude, but like for the whole time he's been going the full Yuri or the full Natsuki route. Why would he change at this point? But please. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people.
Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun.
I'm so sorry, Yuri. Dang, this is painful.
You'll definitely agree.
Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that...
That's because... Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? My mind has been processing what just happened for the last few minutes. I was expecting this reaction. I'll end up doing it alone, huh? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Bruh, the mood is so bad. Sayori, why? Why? That's good. Judging by Jersie and Monika's reactions, I may have said it too dramatically. But I am a bit saddened. However, maybe it's for the best. I still don't know if Mom will be back this weekend. Natsuki doesn't seem to care about the current situation and keeps going.
So, that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't think that really counts. What about you, Jersie? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
This music is not fitting. I know they're talking about me, but I can't bring myself to talk. I don't want to. My thoughts are conflicting with one another. I'm here to support Natsuki, but the lack of compassion she's shown. Thank God it didn't end up being another argument. Yeah, it got really edgy this episode, guys. Oh my goodness. I think Yuri's gonna start going very downhill from here, I bet. I don't think she'd have forgiven me this time. I even wonder if she fully forgave me about last time.
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. I want to smile at Jersey's statement. It's not particularly wrong. I know that my friends value me, of course, but this may be putting a little too much pressure on me in the end.
That doesn't mean...
She glances at everyone alternatively.
Look.
I'm startled as Natsuki suddenly puts her hands on my shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here.
Oh, okay, this getting better. Are we actually gonna end this off on a happy note? Hold on, how long have I been recording? Oh my gosh, I've been recording for an hour. Shoot. Let's just finish this section real quick.
And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit.
I'm at a loss for words. This is Natsuki. This is my friend.
Aww!
She was obviously trying to lighten the mood, but this is the exact kind of behavior she displayed before. I feel a little relieved. This weekend will go well after all. Natsuki turns around trying to hide her face. She's most likely blushing. Her last sentence, though, Natsuki wouldn't call me dumb. Dummy is the worst thing she'd call me if she were being sincere. You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
I stopped looking at Natsuki to concentrate on everyone else. Monika looks a little bit surprised. Even she wasn't ready to hear Natsuki speak to me this way. Who would expect it anyway? Natsuki isn't the type of person that would say this out in the open. Maybe I made her a little uneasy in the end, if I hadn't been so dramatic. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best, and all of us are going to make it a really great event.
Yeah.
Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Indeed, after a quick glance outside, the sun is pretty low in the sky. Just how long did we stay in here? And where's Sayori? I had totally forgotten about her. Boy, she said she just left because she was sick. Girl, I swear.
Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so...
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone except Natsuki grabs their bags, ready to exit the club room. Monika and I exit the room first, exchanging meaningless words. Before we exit the room, I hear Natsuki calling Jersie. He waves at us before walking back into the room. Of course, he isn't going to walk home with us. Now it's just me and Monika. Yeah, we've got, oh my gosh, I did not expect I would be recording for this long. Whew, this is a thick chunk of footage, guys. But actually, there was a whole lot of stuff going on. I can never put like what the main feeling is, but today it was mostly awkward and edgy. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, feel the burn!